all weekend long, baby. You got the Bills and the Broncos tomorrow at 3:30. 49ers and Seahawks at 7. Sunday, Texans and Patriots. Rams and Bears. Let's go. Let's go. I do have a guarantee that has something to do with the 49ers. And it's not good. It's not.
You just
good.
virtue signal.
I got a
you
lot
just
of
virtue
I got
signal.
a lot of negative things going on with the guarantees.
Okay.
I couldn't help myself.
You just
How are your guarantees doing?
I got them already.
That fast?
Yeah.
Dang.
See, usually you come in without them, and that's the first thing you talk about today to virtue signal that you are prepared.
Right.
And I told you that I didn't have them, but
right off the bat.
Literally 2 minutes later,
God.
I have them. I have 2.
Mine are negative.
Mine are, yeah.
Whoa, there it is. Hello, brightness. Hello. God dang. Can I say something right quick? Off the bat, I just want to say happy birthday to my lovely wife, Kate.
Oh,
I go, girl, what do you want? She goes, oh, it's snowing outside. Oh, she's really going to like that. I go, girl, what do you want? She goes, I want to go to the Blues game with you and sit in the alumni box while you work for the 40th time this season. I go, you know what, girl? You know what? I know somebody. So that's what she gets to do. Now we're gonna do something Saturday too. It's a whole weekend birthday for her. Look, it's snowing. Oh, cool. And E's birthday was yesterday too.
Yeah, and it's a weekend thing. So we had some people over, had some grub, some presents, some cake, and then Saturday I'm going to take her out to dinner. It is like,
where you guys gonna go?
You'll look down on this, but it's sort of a tradition. Melting pot.
Yeah, why not?
I love that.
Yeah.
Once a year.
I don't look down on that.
Once a year, it's plenty. Because once you have it, you don't want to go back there for another 12 months. But you start looking forward to it after a year. So we'll do that. Plus, you leave that place smelling like fondue for days.
Yes. And you can only eat so much of it. Like, again, you don't crave that the next day. Well, you do look dark. Wow.
You're the star. You get the light.
Wow, I got the shining light on me. Whoa, what's up, Gino? What's going on? Melting pot. I haven't been there in a long time. So they bring out cheese, fond like that.
You have choices of what you want to do. So the first thing, very good salad. Then they bring out a cheese fondue, and then you pick what you want. It could be beef, chicken, a combination, and then they have different things that you can put into the fondue pot to cook the thing. Coq au vin is what we usually choose. That's all great. And then you're like, I can't eat any more, except that's when you have the chocolate fondue.
Okay.
And it's like little cakes and fruit to put in there, like apples. It's really good.
Pineapple.
And women love it because it will take you a solid 2 hours to get through everything.
Ah, yes. See, that's what
so you're
sucks.
A captive audience for your wife or girlfriend.
Are you that way? Because I bet you Rock is too. I could see Rock being this way. Kate, honestly, is the slowest eater of anybody. Now, Paul Correa's brother was really, really slow. There's some guys I played hockey with that are just really, really slow. Kate, she takes her time. She doesn't want to get stuffed that quick. She doesn't like to drink her beer and eat at the same time. I kind of get all that. But when I eat and I'm hungry, it's over. Bam, 2 seconds. Over. So it's nice to be somewhere where we're forced to take our time a little bit. You know what I mean? I like that. I might have to try it. We might go to.
She would like that.
I think she would. That might be too.
Are you like me, though? You're done eating, you want to go. Women always want to stay. Let's get coffee.
Do you think I want to stay? Gonzo. Gone.
As soon as you're done eating, go.
I don't even like to eat, really.
Well, you don't like eating in public.
I don't. I just don't like. I'll eat a little bit, but I like to take some to go and then reheat it that night, chill, eat the rest of it. You know? I don't know. I'm weird when it comes to that stuff.
Rock, when you go out to dinner with Rachel, does she like to linger and you like to go, or do you have a different philosophy?
Never really thought about it.
All right.
Never really thought about it. Yeah, I'm out. Boom. Gone. So I like to get there early, like to sit at the bar, have my drinks, then order the food later, pick on it. Maybe I'll eat the whole thing, maybe I won't, then take the rest to go. That's our game plan. We might go to Andy Guns, I think.
She doesn't want to stay and get coffee.
Well, No, she gets it.
Aaron likes to stay.
We-
All right, let's go.
We're there. We'll have some cocktails and stuff like that. Take our time. So that's what we do. And then once we're done eating, we're like, see ya. I want to get home. Just in case I have to go to the bathroom. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's see here. Let's see here. What is going on? Well, the Dodgers. Dang, they're throwing some coin around. Woo-hoo-hoo, doggy.
People are mad. People are mad.
Everybody's talking about it. What if the Cardinals were like that? Wouldn't that be unbelievable? Do you think Cardinals fans would be like, God, this is badass? Of course they would be.
Yeah. But the thing is, the Dodgers have a bigger pile of cash.
They got that Japanese cash too.
Which that move, signing Ohtani, in hindsight, was a great move. I mean, they've made more money than they know what to do with off of that. Sometimes you got to invest.
No doubt.
But also, they're tagged into the international community more. Like that wouldn't necessarily work in every market.
Yeah, no, I get that. Jeez, is that Tucker that good?
No, he's good. I just don't know if he's what 240 million worth good.
5
You think
years?
you think he's I mean, look, as my dad used to point out, if someone will pay you that money, you're worth it. That's how the market is set. If someone's willing to pay you, that's what you're worth. But a lot of people are like, that guy gets that contract?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard a lot.
What is it? Yeah, what is it, Rock? 240 over 4 years?
60 schmil a year.
60 million a year.
Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. People are complaining about that big time. Pundits, fans. And I guess the owners are like, okay, well, let's get a salary cap. Right?
Well, that's what they're going to say. Okay. I mean, the owners want a salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
You can say it's for the good of baseball. And I think there's some logic to that. But the owners, of course, are going to say there should be a salary cap. Some people say there should be a salary floor if there's a cap, which I agree with. Everyone has to spend. There is no major league team that has lost value. Your investment, the main thing that you have in your purchase of a team, will never go down in value. So you should spend money. I don't know if that's going to solve the problem of escalating salaries. I don't even know if escalating salaries is a problem or if that's just how the free market goes with a sport that has a lot of money at its disposal.
I don't know,
That's
man.
not what the NHL thought.
Yeah.
NHL's a different animal.
Yep.
NHL's a different animal.
Yeah, but there's still going to be a point where salaries escalate too fast, and baseball's hit that point.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I wonder. Some people are like, it has to happen naturally. When revenue goes down, then salaries go down. NHL got ahead of it. I don't think NHL players make enough.
Yeah. Well, they will. Then I mean, when it goes to 126,
you are one of the greatest hockey players in the world, and you might make nothing comparative to the other major sports. Look, I'm not speaking on behalf of players.
I mean, again, they're in a good spot.
I said comparatively to the other major sports, not to the average person.
They get early too. I mean, you can sign a big ticket early in the NHL. A lot of these guys are young and signing 8-year deals.
So what do you think? You think there needs to be a salary cap in baseball?
Yeah, sure. Even it out a little bit.
You're a two-way player in the NBA, and you're making more than a regular guy in the NHL makes a start. Yeah. Now, granted, again, different leagues, different financial.
They got
ties.
more revenue.
Yeah,
but I don't know. There's a lot of guys that aren't making that much money in baseball, right? Young kids don't make money till how old?
In the minors, yeah.
But even
but once you turn pro, there's a league minimum. I don't even know what it is now, but
700.
Yeah, and I think
what's his name just signed for? I thought he was going to get a lot more money. On the Cardinals, there. What's his name? Who you love? Burley. What do you sign for? 3.5
arbitration.
Yeah, that's
MLB minimum salary is $780.
Yeah,
$780
for 2026.
That's what the NHL is.
Burleson's 25.
Yeah,
27. My apologies.
I
It turns 27 on November 25th of this.
I mean, if I'm a big bopper, I don't want a salary cap. If I'm an owner, I do.
Right. Well, if you're an owner, if you're an owner like Pittsburgh, who are, I don't know how to insult them correctly in this phase. Useless sacks of crap, I guess is the best way for me to put it.
That's a little hard.
But like relative, I'm sorry, what's the highest free agent contract the Pittsburgh Pirates have ever given out?
No clue, but I can tell you it's not much.
2 years and $25 million.
Wow.
They're useless sacks of crap.
Yeah.
That's not being too harsh. In fact, I'm being kind to them as being terrible stewards of the game and honestly traitors to the city of Pittsburgh. Like, if we're being honest, they're bad people. They should be tarred and feathered, run out on the rail of Pittsburgh. I'm honestly just short of saying drawn and quartered at this point.
Well, they were in on Schwarber. Honestly, they were in on Schwarber. Look at us. We're bidding. We're bidding.
So when you have lazy, selfish people like the Pirates, the Marlins, the A's, for a long time they're the Orioles. The Angelos family should have been honestly deported from this country for what they did to Baltimore. And that franchise for a solid 10, 15 years. And now, fair enough, they have enough first round, top 5 draft picks now that they can build a winning contender without actually having to spend a lot of real cash. So they're okay with pretending like they're trying to win now. But those owners are terrible people. They've broken the sport just as much, if not more, than the rich ones like the Dodgers. And I would argue more.
Now, some people would say, and I talked to a lot of people on all sides of the spectrum, that actually the sport isn't broken. It may not be fair, but they talk about the commissioner talking about, we're going to have to do something about this and that, while he's talking about expansion and moving abroad. And they're saying
in-game season.
They're saying baseball is in a really good place financially right now. And while the owners, because the commissioner works for the owner, is saying, we're going to have to look at this. Except, on the other hand, he's talking about what a great place financially baseball is in. So I don't know what the answer is. Sometimes there are unintended consequences. Do I think a guy like Tucker making that much money is a good example of maybe salaries being out of control? Yeah. Are there owners that don't spend and should be forced into either
that are scum of the earth
and deported?
They need to be gosh dang deported.
I don't know if they're tar and feathered, but they need to, as Bernie would say, do their fair share for their fans.
Did the Yankees do this? Were people complaining when the Yankees were spending all that money?
Yes, everyone was adamant that the Alex Rodriguez contract was not just going to ruin baseball. I'm pretty sure that everyone was adamant that Alex Rodriguez was going to ruin American sports as we knew it.
Even before that, the commissioner jumped in. I believe it was Catfish Hunter, a pitcher that they signed. And they said it's not in the best interest of baseball. And outside of that, the Yankees also had teams that they used as their farm system. Teams at the time were the Cleveland Indians, right? They used to trade at the time. That's what they were called.
That's right.
The Yankees used to say, okay, that guy's good. We're going to give you crap. You give us your best players. And Cleveland would go, okay.
Why, though? Why would Cleveland?
I don't know why they did it, but they gave up Chris Chambliss, Greg Nettles. I don't know why. Maybe they couldn't afford them anymore. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But the Yankees would always pilfer it. Back then, the Yankees were what the Dodgers are now.
But, like, the Dodgers are still, like, what, one swing in the bat away from losing? Wasn't it pretty close there? I mean, I don't know.
Just because you're spending the most doesn't guarantee that you're going to win, except, you know what you didn't see in the postseason? The teams that don't spend it all, because they weren't in the postseason. You got to be in it to win it. And then it balances out. But still, look, I'm not a big gambler, but the odds are favoring the teams that have the best players, and the teams that spend generally end up with the best players.
I guess in the last 10 to 15 years, what team spent the least and still won?
I mean, the Brewers don't spend a lot, and they're competitive, and people point to an organization like that. They don't win it.
No, they don't. Who did?
Who's the last team that didn't spend money? I mean, everyone
Astros did.
What do you mean the last team that didn't spend money?
That didn't spend a lot of money in the last 15 years and still won the World Series.
That wasn't I mean, you got to spend.
I know. Yeah.
Or you develop a strong farm. That's the only way to counterbalance, and that's why Heim is doing this. Is you get good young pitching and you stockpile it, and it develops. Which is
We got to go back. You probably got to go back to 15 with the Royals.
Yeah.
that's going back away.
That's 10
The Royals,
10
right,
World
that.
Series ago. Because I mean, it's Dodgers, Rangers, Astros, Braves, Dodgers, Nationals, Sox, Astros, Cubs. I mean,
Big market.
Big markets. Yep.
Yeah.
And then Kansas City gets sprinkled in there.
But that's when I have this discussion. People, the Brewers. Well,
I mean,
the Brewers.
Did Texas have Simeon when they won? Did they already signed him to that fat contract? Was that afterwards?
I think they did.
Because like they gave him a $300 million deal. That's kind of like, if you have to ask like what teams spent, I would argue what teams have given $200 to $300 million deals and then gone on to win. And like the Astros spent an ungodly amount, not over $200 million because they were signing old pitchers, but they spent AAV. They spent gargantuan amounts of money on pitching. The Astros did to win one of those. Simeon signed with he was traded to the Rangers. By the Rangers. Yeah, he was on. Yeah, Simeon was making $26 million a year for his last 4 years on the Rangers. So yeah, they spent money. I'll call that spending money.
Yeah, and you're talking about the max salary now has grown like crazy in the last couple of years based on the big boys getting it.
Imagine being a Dodgers fan, though.
The thing when people say, well, you can spend. Here's the thing: if you're the Dodgers and your money, your stockpile of cash is limitless, is endless. If you're a smaller market team and you go all in on one of these guys and say, okay, we're going to spend beyond our comfort level on this guy, and then he's hurt, it cripples you.
Yeah, that's happened a lot.
And pitching, you spend all that money on pitching. And pitchers get hurt all the time, more so than position players. So that's why you need a farm system that develops pitching. And the Cardinals stopped doing that. Now they're trying to address it.
What do you think, Rock, about this whole situation, this Dodger situation? Like, what are you thinking?
I mean, listen, it's not good for baseball, but it's the Dodgers are kind of. They're landing the kill shot, but the Pirates and the A's and those organizations, they kind of, if you think of it, big tree fall hard. You think of it like a boxer. The Pirates and all those teams are wrapped around his legs, and the Dodgers are knocking him out with the top shot. But like it's everyone down low who is like mucking around the feet, who have made it pretty easy for the Dodgers just to land a kill shot, because it's. The Dodgers are doing, more than any other team, and they're deferring a ton of money. At this point, they've deferred more money, I think, than the Cardinals have committed to guaranteed salaries over the next 10 years. Like they have more deferred money than the Cardinals are spending on everything, salary wise. So they can defer the money because the owner's rich, but the owner's also willing to maybe spend some of this. And although probably not even going to put him in the red because they're getting so much extra money from Japan with the Ohtani deal and things like that. Like apparently the Japanese marketing is already paying for the Ohtani deal. So that's what is it? 10 years, 600 million.
I saw that. That was months ago.
So we're talking about, they're not even losing money there. So the Dodgers are part of it. But again, it's the crappy owners at the bottom of baseball who have also exacerbated this to a bad area. And so everyone's involved, everyone's to blame. And
how do you fix it?
Kill them?
Just a small market, guys. I mean, some of them try and then it doesn't work, and then they go back to not spending.
Yeah.
Look, it wasn't too long ago that Pittsburgh had a nice team, and some of those crazy Steeler fans would go to the games. They had a great home field crowd. And then it didn't work. Then they tried again. Well, what did the Pirates try to? They traded their prospects for Archer, the pitcher, and he turned out to be awful. And they went back down again, and never been heard from since. Some of these teams try. Now, I'm not saying poor guy, because every owner is a billionaire. Every owner has an investment that will not go down in value. So they could spend more. But, you know, sometimes you also look at it and you go, how do we spend this? And maybe they don't have a plan. Apparently the Pirates' plan is to not spend it all, and that's awful.
Is that Tucker? So that Tucker gets his $60 million next year. If they're locked out, he loses that $60 million, or is there some sort of like deferred in his contract?
I didn't know what his deal. I don't know if there's protection against there will be a lockout. I don't think it will destroy the season though, because the owners will lose too much money. Too.
Yeah.
So everyone.
So
I forget what the number is, but there's a certain amount of games you have to play for there to be a postseason, and that's when MLB makes a ton of money.
Yeah.
So everyone expects, at least the people that know this stuff, they'll get close to that limit of games missed if there is a shutdown at all, and then suddenly a deal will be struck.
So all these big contracts,
I don't know
are
how
safe. You think from that lockout?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can put language in. I didn't read.
Yeah, I don't know.
But certainly,
I'm curious
that's on every player's mind. Is lockout. Plus, everyone that's ancillarily connected.
No doubt.
You know.
Yeah, I saw
You're
that firsthand multiple times.
You're talking about stadium workers.
Yes, all those people we say hi to.
Talking about local restaurants and stuff.
Yep. God dang. Interesting. It's interesting. It'd be cool to be a Dodgers fan, though. I mean, come on. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
You're a Dodgers fan.
Except they got Dodger dogs, and they're awful.
You just got monsters coming in. You got the biggest big dog probably in all sports right now.
What is the delineating difference of a Dodger dog from a regular hot dog?
First of all, Dodger dogs have this mystique. And
I act for the
they
actual,
all have
like
a
the real difference. I don't care about mystique or fake things. I want to know the actual real difference between a hot dog and a Dodger dog. Give me when I put one in my hand, I have another one in my hand. How do they
can
differ?
I say my piece?
I don't care about mystique.
It has this mystique, so you're excited to have it, and then you take a bite, and it's actually it's not as if they changed the recipe last year, the year before, where it's a little better. But the Dodger dog was actually more flavorless than any stand. First of all, they're bigger. So you think, oh, they're longer than a standard hot dog. So I don't have the exact measurements. But you're excited to have one because you've had a Dodger dog. And then you eat it, and it's more disappointing because it had been built up. And they are flavorless.
And it's $22.
And they give those things away in the press room, like in the third, fourth inning. People do. You know what they do? They cover them with chili and stuff. So there's some flavor. But even
God, I'm hungry
even
now.
people from LA, okay, that eat those things go, yeah, they're not great. They change the recipe or order different Dodger dogs.
Don't change the recipe.
The difference is when you get a standard hot dog, it's this big, and the Dodger dog is bigger. The bun isn't that much bigger because there's some overhang. But the flavor was actually flavorless.
I like getting those at Corner Butcher, those fat-ass hot dogs they had.
I've had them really good.
They're huge, juicy, pop open, bam, damn good.
You know what? The Dodgers should go to Corner Butcher and get those hot dogs, make those Dodgers.
Yeah, because even like the Montreal Canadiens have their hot dogs. Everybody talks about it. I'm like, oh, okay. I had Steve's hot dogs.
What are the standard the things?
Like, they're okay. They're okay. It is what it is. They're not that big. I'm like, Steve's hot dogs the other day when we did that event, they tasted damn good. Different. They tasted different. I don't know what it is, but it tasted different.
The hot dog should have a flavor unto itself aside from whatever condiments you put on it. And those do.
Do we
know? The hot dog needs to have a good flavor unto itself.
What is
and don't put ketchup.
A hot dog? Exactly.
It's kind of a sausage. It's in the sausage family.
What do we know exactly? What meat part of the?
You get snouts in there. You get the hoof,
tail,
maybe some private parts ground up in there too.
You ever have those bison balls or anything?
No.
What's the most exotic?
Well, you had a hot dog, so yes, you have.
I said that. Ground up, yeah, but I've never had bison balls per se.
What's the most exotic thing you've ever eaten? Yeah, because you don't really. God, what did I had some weird stuff at some sushi places, man. I go, let me try that.
Or alligator.
It's not
even that exotic.
I'm not even into it.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't want exotic stuff, to be honest with you.
Ostrich?
There's probably a couple things out. Have you had like camel?
No. You have?
No, but it's around. I see people cooking that up. I don't know. More like in the Middle East, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to think.
Isn't like the hump really supposed? Isn't like the hump supposed to be like really good meat or
Yeah.
something like that? It's all
Camel.
fatty.
But camels are
Where can you get camel on a menu?
Well, where can you get camels? I guess is a better question first.
Middle East.
Well, then that's probably where you can find them on the menu.
That's exactly right.
But they do.
You want to go?
But they fly in things.
Okay. You know what blows my mind?
Yeah.
You know what blows my mind when it comes to like a weird history thing that I can't like get over.
What?
So they're eating camel in the Bible, but the Middle East didn't have camels yet.
So where did they come from?
Well, camels
Are they
came
lying?
from like further east than the Mid East, and so like there were no camels in the Levant, in like Syria, present day Syria and stuff. There were no camels there until like 400 AD.
Oh, it's all lies.
Which is crazy. I'm not trying to call it the lies. It's more just like crazy to me that there weren't camels in the Middle East and like
What does that tell you?
0 AD.
But what does
why
that
are
tell
there not camels?
But why? What does that
What the
tell
hell else
you?
do they have?
What does that tell you?
I have no idea what it tells me. I just know that there weren't camels back then, and that throws me off. It's kind of like finding out that like tomatoes and stuff weren't in Europe until the 1700s.
Well, imagine like
It's like wait, they didn't have tomatoes? And
imagine
you're
like,
like, oh yeah, I guess it makes sense why.
you're a traveler, you know, and you're like, oh, a camel. Oh, it could go forever. Doesn't have to drink water for a long, long time.
The thing is, they're built in
And
the desert, so you think like, well, obviously they've been in the desert the whole time. Apparently, they just weren't hanging out in the desert the entire time.
And then they
Throws
finally
me off.
They got a camel. Like this thing's pretty useful.
There's a camel fact for you.
They don't need water, so they're
Yeah.
perfect. for
Well,
that.
they need
absorb
water.
water a
They
lot.
just
Well, I'm not saying they can't have water, but they can go days
Day
because they store it in their
long.
hump, which apparently is a delicacy.
Yeah, really weird.
Are you telling me somewhere?
Oh, you know what?
that's a myth actually.
What?
They don't store it in their humps.
Okay.
Humps are entirely made out
But
of
I
fat.
also can't imagine like it's a holiday dinner and Dad is there with a carving knife and there's a camel hump on a big silver.
I was
tray.
watching this guy. This guy owns this beautiful house in the mountains in like Kazakhstan or something. And I follow him on YouTube. And he just has this huge pit and he just cooks all this stuff. And he did cook the camel and had to bring like a skid loader in there and drop it.
Apparently,
in.
it's very common.
Badass.
Apparently,
And
it's very
beautiful.
It's very common in Marrakesh.
Yeah.
Where you can find camel burgers. They use it on kebabs, and they even have stuffed camel spleen, which is called tahal.
Interesting. I used to go frog gigging out yonder, catch frogs and little crawdaddies
and eat
and
those.
cook them up. I guess that's pretty exotic for maybe people that aren't used to doing that. That was kind of cool.
And it tastes like chicken. That's what they say. I don't know if that's
It's
true.
okay. It's okay.
Apparently they-
if you go down to middle Missouri, they're everywhere.
Apparently, they do it
India.
just like cattle farms.
Really.
Fatten them up, send them for butchering. Apparently, it's very popular in a lot of Morocco. Fez is really famous for it. There's a lot of it in the open markets in Casablanca as well.
If you can go to any country in the Middle East, which one would you go to? Roll the dice. Go to.
Well, are you saying the Arab world or the Middle East? Because Morocco's the Arab world. It's
yeah,
not the Middle
that's not,
East.
no. We're gonna take away Morocco.
So North Africa's out.
Middle East. Where would you go?
I mean, once it's like, if it was ever like pre-1950s Iran,
We're in the 2026, baby.
I know. Damn it.
Jordan, not
I
Yemen.
think I'm staying away from
Are you kidding me? You don't
that
know.
little part of the Mediterranean, if I will.
I know.
Definitely
man.
not going to Yemen.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess if you actually want to be safe and have fun, it'd be Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi and what's the other one?
What's the one where everyone that
the
lives,
UAE? The UAE.
Yeah.
what's
Emirates.
what's
Yeah,
the
Emirates.
city that everyone that
Dubai,
Dubai, where
sorry.
you get everyone gets a
wealthy.
Lamborghini, and they have
No
to bring,
crime.
They have to bring in people to work.
You don't see it.
You just don't see it. I mean, pretty tidy over there. I'd be scared still.
Because everyone's rich off the oil.
Well,
That's what
Everyone's rich there.
part of the reason.
What about the people working in
Except
the
for the
places?
slave labor,
Where are they living at?
they're not doing very well.
Where are they living? Outside of town? Is it very, very expensive everywhere in Dubai?
I imagine.
It's got to be one of the. It's got to be right.
they build gleaming office towers just to build them, and there's like two companies in there just to show off.
No, that's North Korea.
Housing in Dubai is slightly cheaper than New York.
A lot of people go there.
I ain't going there.
I ain't going there. I'm not into the desert. That's like mountains, ocean, lakes, desert. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to live in a desert. Nah.
You're hung up on those TikTokers that
Whoa!
here in Dubai, I'm gonna leave $500 on my car.
No.
Apparently,
I'd be scared there.
Apparently, a year-long healthcare plan in Dubai costs around $1,500.
Oh God! You smoke a doobie over there, man. You might go to jail for like 35 years.
Yeah, they'll get you for it.
They'll get you. They'll get you.
And you can't bribe anyone because everyone got money.
This girl got.
There's no income tax. What the hell?
This girl has like 40 years in prison because she went to a party in Dubai and the guy was doing a bunch of blow and they stormed it. And she's got 40 years in prison. And by the way, that prison has males in it too.
And that's why I don't really champion their whole we have low crime thing.
There's males in there.
It's almost like it's inherently
and they kind of get their way.
It's almost like when countries go, hey, we have no crime. It's because they're authoritarian assholes that torture people on the regular.
It's like people were saying that about Saudi Arabia, like, oh, it was lovely there.
That's definitely going to be one of the last ones on my list, mainly because my social media probably is going to pop up. It's probably been flagged by them.
Oh, they'll get you right when you get off the plane.
Well, talking about wanting to off their entire royal family probably doesn't go over well with their security services.
Would you want to?
But I stand by the point.
Would you want to go to Zimbabwe and do no, not into that. What about you, Jimmy? Would you go do a little elephant or safari in Zimbabwe?
So
see all the animals.
Safari is like they're all like out of South Africa.
Friends of ours, their daughter is on a school trip to Africa.
Whoa,
Africa. Might be South Africa.
How old is she?
Believe it's a junior in high school.
Wow.
So it's like 30 kids. 3 teachers are overseeing this. And there's video of one of the kids who was just standing in a clearing. I don't know exactly where. And here comes a leopard.
Snatch.
A leopard. Literally, it looked like on the video, it looked like 15 feet away. And they're told, don't react, just ignore it. Now, maybe this is on some sort of area that's, put aside where tourists go and the animals don't attack. I would have freaked out. If I'm a parent and my kid's standing there and here's a leopard.
Are you kidding?
15 feet away.
Would you let him go with 3 teachers to Africa?
No.
No, you wouldn't.
And then,
are you kidding?
And then there's another. They're inside this compound for the kids, and there's a fence, and right outside the fence, there's a giant elephant looking in. The elephant can
stomp you in 2 seconds. They get pissy too, and giraffes.
I wonder.
You know what kills more? I think wildebeest kill more people than anything. Wildebeest.
No, hippos.
Hippos are scary.
I know because hippos in that part of the world kill more people than any animal.
Scary. They're scary as hell. Yeah, I don't know about the safari thing.
Wait, the worst way to die via a wild animal attack, in my opinion. Hey, here's a nice little. It's 102 degrees out, and I'm sweating. I'm gonna just go in this nice little pond and cool off.
They're not as aggressive as you think. They're not. That would be terrible. The worst thing is, I'll tell you what the worst thing, and you might not agree with, but a crocodile's going to get you. Wait, you're dead.
There are no piranhas in Africa.
Oh,
where are they?
They're found exclusively in South America.
Okay,
in the Amazon basin.
I didn't say just Africa.
They're not as aggressive.
Wild animal attack,
unless you start bleeding. But I would say, you know what the worst thing for you is? It's not a shark attack because you're going to be dead and bleed out in 2 seconds. It's not a crocodile. It's getting bit by a snake and slowly dying for the next 12 to 15 hours.
That's why I don't want to go to Australia.
Well, you could do that here.
That's why I don't want to go to the.
You don't think that rattler?
That's why I'm honestly scared about everyone.
There's rattlers out by my house.
I'm scared about Arizona too.
Yeah, they're right there.
It's also why when I was a kid,
when you're hiking,
when we were camping, we would kill any copperhead we saw.
Yes, of course.
We would see one, and then we would go back to
Even the
camp.
babies.
We would get 5-10 people, and we would find a way to kill that copperhead.
Smash the head, but don't. That's still in my. You chop the head off, they'll still get you.
Stay away.
Still get you, and they still got that venom in there. Black snakes, if they're on your house, I gotta kill it. Sorry, I know Gino got pissed about it. I don't give a damn. That thing was crawling on my house. It was 8 feet long. It's coming in. My kitty was in
8
there.
feet long?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I told you the story, and I'll tell it again.
I didn't think they could get to be 8 feet long.
Yes, they're gigantic. They're gigantic. They got a lot of food out there. They kill a lot of things. My neighbors first moved into their house right next to me, my buddy. And his wife is on the bike in the basement, just doing her thing, like, oh, I lovely new house. We love everything. She hears something up in the like kind of like these ceilings right here, like you kind of could push it up and drop ceiling. And this thing, speaking of drop ceiling, dropped right down in front of her, an 8-footer. I had to come over. Me and Wes had to capture that thing. It slid right underneath the AC unit. We got it out, chopped its head off, and then we looked around the house, and they didn't caulk up a certain area where the AC unit went in, and that's where that summer gun went in there. It went on, and the weight just boom right in front of his wife. It's a nice little welcoming gift.
I'm going to add to because now I just thought worse than a piranha attack, no matter where the geography is, where it could happen. Any animal attack anywhere, because I don't know where this is going to happen. But a chimpanzee attack, because they will, and it brings us back to Monkey Watch, STL Monkey Watch. But they will rip off every appendage.
Yes.
So you will survive. You will survive, but with no nose, no fingers, and no
wee-wee. No wee-wee. God, wouldn't that suck not to have that? Holy cow. But you might as well get it chopped off if you can't perform in the sack.
There we go.
If you can't perform in the sack.
That's the best transition we've ever seen.
Oh, man. Blue Chew Gold. Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation from the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. R1B setting the gold standard for performance. We're talking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket pumping, mixed with apomorphine and oxytocin to turn up the arousal and connection with your brain, your body. I'll tell you this right now. This will help you. It'll make your life a lot better. We have a special deal for you guys. We do 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with code HTC2. That's promo code HTC2. All you got to do is go to bluechew.com and check out the details for safety information, all that kind of stuff. 10% off HTC2. That's the promo. Check it out. You'll have a lovely weekend. Go to bluechew.com, and we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this here radio show. All right, let's go to break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
What are the keys to a great night out? Great food and drinks, great prizes, and great friends. Join us Thursday, January 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Key STL Burger Bar and Boogie in the Grand Center Arts District. Enjoy a live broadcast with Cam Janssen and Jim Hayes, plus special guest Matt Adams. Dig into the best smash burgers in town and get your shot at winning opening day Cardinals tickets, autographed merch, and more. That's Thursday, January 22nd, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Key STL, 3225 Olive. Come eat, hang out, and win.
I'm Big Toe Media President Dave Green, and for the last few months, I've been telling you about what makes Home Bank different. Local people, local decisions, and real relationships. So let me take that a step further. When you walk into Home Bank, you're not walking into a system, you're walking into a conversation. This is a bank that understands St. Louis because they're part of it. The people making decisions live here, work here, and invest back into the same communities you do. That matters, especially when you need answers, flexibility, and a partner you can trust. Big banks can make promises. Home Bank builds relationships. If you're ready for a smarter, more personal banking experience, I'd encourage you to start that conversation today with Home Bank, the team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC. More than a bank, they're your business partner.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
Your LouInfo.com news report. A jury has convicted a man in connection with a deadly shooting inside a St. Louis County Applebee's in 2020. Courtney Washington was found guilty of second-degree murder and other felony charges. Prosecutors say he opened fire inside the restaurant in St. John, killing 46-year-old Kimberly Ratliff Penton and wounding 2 others. Washington will be sentenced on February 19th. One of St. Louis's last remaining malls could soon be transformed. South County Center is being studied as a potential sports facility as retail traffic declines. The mall's second floor is already closed, and a study will determine whether retail would remain. A sweeping federal indictment alleges widespread point shaving in college basketball. St. Louis University is among 17 schools named. The Justice Department said nearly 40 players were involved nationwide. And the city of St. Louis is renewing efforts to use eminent domain near the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency campus, targeting 89 blighted properties with filings expected in the coming weeks. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, louinfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your louinfo.com weather update. We have cold front on the way, gusty wind today, a few light rain showers, and our high in the mid-40s. We could get a few snow showers overnight, windy, and our low near 20. Mix of sun and clouds, windy and cold on Saturday. We're staying in the mid-20s and then about 30 and sunny on Sunday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
All right, Cam, be honest. New Year's resolution still holding strong?
Not so much, Kat. But I did decide on one thing that I'm sticking with: making home life better in 2026.
And that's a good one. And if better includes more fun, more time outside, and less stress, then you need to talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors.
Absolutely. They build backyard escapes, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, the kind of place everyone actually wants to hang out.
And now's the perfect time to plan. Don't wait until summer hits. Start now, get it designed right, and be ready when the warm weather shows up.
Merrimack Pools and Outdoors walks you through the whole process, from design to construction, and they do it the right way.
So if your New Year's goal is fewer trips, fewer crowds, and more memories at home, go to SplashSTL.com.
That's SplashSTL.com, and make this year the year your backyard finally wins. That's SplashSTL.com.
Fast Track Auto Transport has been a leader in vehicle shipping for over 25 years, providing reliable, affordable service across the U.S. Fast Track offers fast and safe transportation solutions for individuals, dealerships, fleets, and businesses of all sizes. The Fast Track team prides itself on honest communication, competitive pricing, and real-time tracking, which gives our customers peace of mind from pickup to delivery. Whether you're shipping a single car or managing a large fleet, Fast Track delivers a smooth, hassle-free experience every time. Come see why Fast Track Auto Transport has been St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs for over 25 years. The trusted way, the safe way, the Fast Track way. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. That's ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Ooh. Yeah, I was talking, Jim, we were talking about Cottleville, and we were talking, I've been there multiple times, beautiful area, and you think Cottleville is way out there. It's really not. It's right off 40, and you kind of it's just tucked away.
And when you're there, you feel like you are way out.
Yeah.
It's just got a small town feel. It's wide open. It's nice.
I don't know what their restrictions are, zoning, how they're going to be able to build. But eventually, instead of when you go out there and you see these nice, and you see farmland in the distance, that's probably going to be houses soon. Everything's building up out there. They're going to have a lot of construction out there on the highway too. I think it's going to cause some problems. I think it's Highway 40 that's shutting down for 18 months coming up here in the next couple of years.
Where? What part?
Ooh, I'm thinking in one of those really populated areas. 270, I know, around that area. Right kind of where you're at, I think.
We're actually right before that.
Yeah. But it's going to affect all of us.
When we lived
44 is going to be jammed up now like no other.
When we lived in Soulard and then Central West End, coming out like Chesterfield seemed like it was a trip to another state.
I know.
And now it's nothing.
I know. It's part of the connections, I feel like.
Yeah, like
Even
we jump on
Eureka.
270 to go everywhere now.
Eureka was the same thing. You're in Eureka? God dang. Eureka's way out there. No, it's not. Not really. I feel like it's still connected.
But if you're in Soulard, that
Eureka's
adds to
20 minutes by Highway 44.
Yeah.
That's completely different from 45 minutes across either 70, 40, 270, or a combination of the three. Completely different world.
Eureka and Chesterfield are completely different.
Completely different worlds.
Same
Especially if you're talking
thing.
about from South City.
It's the same
Eureka's
thing.
20 minutes from South City. You just fly down 44.
You fly down to Chesterfield.
Traffic.
Traffic.
Cottleville is 45 minutes away from the city.
That's Cottleville.
Yeah, Cottleville's
That's not
45
Chesterfield.
minutes away.
You
from
could
the
get
city.
to Chesterfield's right there. Where
Chesterfield-
Chesterfield Mall is.
Chesterfield Mall's fine, but
That's
like
Chesterfield.
Cottleville crossing the river,
Yeah.
45 minutes. It's a completely different city.
Yeah.
It's a completely different state.
Jamie and I went over it. I think we have this. It's like 47 minutes from the front of my house to Enterprise. Ain't bad. Ain't bad.
From me to Busch Stadium, 16 minutes on a good day.
16.
That's nice.
That's really nice.
But that's 15, 16 minutes off when you're going the other way, where these places that seemed on the outskirts when you lived on the other side of the ballpark
Yeah.
to get to them.
Yeah. So I drive, man. Like it's still 2 hours no matter what. You know what I mean? But I don't care.
You mean to get to work?
Yeah. It's like even coming here, 37 minutes, a little easier. Back, add it all up. You're in a car a long time.
Yeah, but then you have the peace and serenity
Exactly.
when you get home.
No doubt.
That's
I'm
why-
used to it
that's
too.
why I completely respect Brandon Schaefer for being like, yeah, I'm never coming in studio again.
I know. I miss him. And that's why I don't text him to come in because I know he doesn't want to.
I miss seeing him, but now
Yeah.
you can't text him now because he got
I
another
know.
little one.
Exactly. That's why if people ask like where's Schaefer, I'm like, I don't want to bother him.
He's not driving in from Lake
I
St.
don't
Louis.
blame him.
I don't blame him at all.
You know? Yeah, he's at Lake St. Louis, isn't he? That's far too.
At least Lake St.
Oh,
Louis.
yeah.
How far is that?
That's far.
I mean, it's Cottleville essentially. It's a little bit further.
It's a little bit, yeah.
It's another 5. It's another 5 minutes down 44 or 40. I mean, maybe another 10 minutes.
But if you're
Most.
if you're tucked away in there, you could be 10 minutes in there.
Well, yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
kind of like driving into Cottleville from 40. It takes another 10 minutes.
How long would it
It's all
from
about
here?
how close you are to the highway.
From
all-
here to
all it is.
Cottleville, how
Ten
far
years.
is that from the
It's
studio?
31 minutes.
So that's 31.
Yeah.
Ain't bad.
That's not terrible.
It's terrible.
Go to say how much St. Albans.
I
I bet you'll say 37, 35.
St. Albans.
Just curious. Just curious.
The Country Club of St. Albans, 37.
Told you, baby.
Nicely done.
I tell you what, though, that app right there.
Yeah,
that one.
I mean, it just takes you so long.
Google
to get-
Maps.
It just takes you so long to get to 44 from St. Albans.
Oh no,
Jesus
I got to go through
Christ.
Barrett. No, if it's freaking
Oh my
if it's
God.
snowing, I ain't playing that game,
Yeah,
dude.
you have
Go
to,
look at Bassett.
You have to do 100.
No, I do
You pretty much
Bassett
have to do 100.
to 100
Yeah.
and creep right. But I know that like the back of my
and
hand.
you come
dude.
into like 100 at like Ellisville and Wildwood. Yeah, you pretty
No,
much have to,
not-
right?
No, you come through Six Flags.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
Six
oh,
Flags
you
right
come
there.
through that
Boom.
back road.
And then hit
Okay.
fire. Then I could boom, jump off of Eureka, go to my dad's. There's a little thing, boom, boom, go right
Is that
there, jump back
Hankin?
on the highway.
Is it a Hankin you're taking to get to like the back way of Six Flags?
That's Fat Fox Creek. That's
Fox
where my
Creek,
buddies
okay.
live, Jason and all them.
Jesus. Where does it go through?
And isn't Six Flags that dangerous exit?
They fixed it,
It's
But
fixed,
it-
okay?
Jimmy. I used to live right like in Eureka. I could hear the train. I could hear the highway a little bit in the distance. I remember hearing one of those big accidents with that freaking 18-wheeler. Remember my dad, we're sitting on the back deck and you heard it. You heard the damn thing. Then you read about like 10 people died out
Horrific.
because it all got backed up. Listen, remember back in the day on Friday Far, you're going west, Antire Hill, all these big ass trucks are flying down. Then you have a straightaway through right across the river, Merrimack River, and then they don't realize you go through downtown Eureka basically, and all of a sudden it gets jammed up on a summer day because of Six Flags. They didn't have two exits; they only had the one, and it just they couldn't stop, and they would bam right there, and we heard it. Then they fixed it. Thank God.
What did they do to fix it?
Added a lane.
Added a lane.
Still,
It was nice now.
is it? All right. I mean,
I
I've
thought-
never had a problem. We've been to Six Flags many times. I probably before and after.
Antire Hill. They build all that speed up and they keep it because it's level and straight.
Why are you talking about Antire Hill when that? I mean, that's like we're talking about like 7-8 miles from Antire Hill all the way to the Six Flags exit. There's a lot of space between those two.
It's all straight away, and you just pick up your speed and you keep it. You know what I mean? And you do. It just adds, there's no turns.
There's a lot of road though.
That's what the cops say to me.
There's a lot of road.
Why is this happening?
There's a lot of road between Antire and Six Flags. Is all I'm saying.
You just keep your speed going. I'm just telling you.
They've been gunning that strictly for the last 10 years, pretty heavily. I see cops there all the time. Especially since they took down that overpass. I feel like it gives the cops now have more room to sit right there.
The cops
on that first little bend.
The cops, what I see,
they took down the overpass.
Me being out there all the time, I know where the cops were, and they were usually right when you're going west, Valley Park, the last exit, right there, where you can gain that speed.
Yeah.
That's where they park. And then once you get past that, you're free to go. I'm telling you.
Until like past Pacific and all that.
Eureka cops, there might be a guy chilling. They're just kind of cruising around. But not many. You know, that's the safe zone getting home. Anyway. Crazy stuff.
That's so wild. Man.
Yeah, dude. I remember like 44 was under construction for I felt like years at 270 corridor. Years. Because that bridge sucked right there in Fenton. It sucked so bad trying to get on 270 north.
Still kind of does.
And they not really. You think so?
I still think
they widened it. I feel like it's way better.
I feel like they took it too far. Like where people now fly on that exit in a dangerous way. Like they don't slow down from 270 to 44. They just literally take that new ramp because it's so gradual and so long. They take it at like 65 miles an hour. And I think it's almost like one of those things where it got too efficient, and now people take advantage of it in a bad way.
You know, and also the scary exit is like getting off of that Watson right there when you pass the bridge, and there's this little exit, and there's other cars coming off the highway there.
Yeah. I used to live on that exit. I love that because I lived down Watson in Afton, so I would always take that instead of driving down 44. And that's a tricky little one. People get over into that exit like a bunch of morons every time. It's like they've never checked the blind side before.
Still nothing compared to living near Newark, New Jersey, and the exits and the potholes and the chaos,
and the people.
You have to endure
and
the people. The chaos driving around that area was unbelievable.
Tell me about these people.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
All of them.
We got it easy here. Compared to there.
There's no question. But there are times when you're on 40, leaving the city at 3:00, and you hit that traffic, and you're like, "What are we doing? What are we?" That's
why 44.
That's the frustrating part. You're in St. Louis. Why do we have traffic like this?
You're damn right.
And then everyone went through the trauma of shutting down 40 to eliminate the traffic, and they didn't. And it didn't. And you know what it is? It's part of it that one turn, and then the sun, I think, is too. I don't know, but there's always traffic
on Saturdays.
It's why you can't. It's again, the person who was like, I think in this busy juncture, if we go from 3 lanes to 2, it'll be completely fine. Why would that be problematic? Making the highway thinner with less lanes out of nowhere. Why is that? How is that going to be problematic? The fact that 170 on to 40 is the most broken exit in St. Louis for 2 hours every single day. Getting onto 40 from 170 is the most broken ramp in St. Louis because without fail, it doesn't. I honestly think that you could purge half the population of St. Louis, and yet still starting at 3:45 every single weekday, 170 right at 40 turns into a parking lot from 3:30 to 6 p.m. every single day, and it's because they built that juncture like a bunch of morons.
Yeah, that's a man-made problem.
It's 100% a man-made problem.
That's not a population problem.
No,
but that's why,
and that's my point. Even if you lopped off half the population, it would still be so poorly made.
Imagine the population in St. Louis was growing.
Oh my God! It'd be like a Phoenix, except we would go nowhere.
Yeah.
If you're in LA, you get it. There's going to be traffic. Even Atlanta, man, that's clogged. Right?
Yeah.
Atlanta's bad. But you're like, okay, I get it. I'm in LA. But that's the frustrating part.
You're right.
You're
I
on
get you.
40, and it's not even optimum, drive time.
And you're getting rocked.
And you're in traffic, and it's frustrating.
Oh, yeah. It does make you mad. What do you got over there?
Am I reading this?
Yeah, read that bad boy.
I thought we weren't doing
Oh,
it.
no, are we doing the second hour?
No, I'll read it.
Tell us about the key.
I'll do it. The key. Well, we are going out to the key because I don't have the copy, but I'm going to go offhand with it because we're going out the 22nd as a show.
Thursday.
That'll be me, you, Rockio, and special guest Matt Adams. We'd like you to join us on the 22nd. And the Key STL Burger Bar Boogie, that's your new home in the Grand Center Arts District. The Key STL, where music plays, the game is always on, and the dance floor is open. Mostly for rock, not so much for me and Cam, but hopefully we'll see rock dance. The Burger Bar features the ultimate smash burger experience with premium pasture-raised local beef and a dozen house-made sauces to top it all off. Look at the menu, because they have so many different options. You're going to want to try 2 or 3. That's why I'm excited also, because it's a group outing for the show, and Hot Take Central will be there. We can't wait for you to try and hang out with us when we do the show live the night of Thursday, January 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m. Make your plans now. Join us at the Key STL on the 22nd. You have to see this place and try the food. Place is awesome. Food is awesome. We're going to be giving away some prizes.
Damn right.
Maybe some autographed gear from Cam and Matt Adams. It's the Key STL Burger Bar and Boogie, 3225 Olive in Midtown. That's 3225 Olive in Midtown. Before, during, or after any game, this is the spot, St. Louis. Find out more at thekeystl.com, and do yourself a favor. Look over the menu, because those smash burgers look
They got
great.
all kinds of stuff on their menu, and we're going to have a good time that night, next Thursday, 6 to 8. Check it out. All right, let's go to break. We're going to regroup. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
All right, Cam, be honest. New Year's resolution still holding strong?
Not so much, Kat, but I did decide on one thing that I'm sticking with. Making home life better in 2026.
And that's a good one. And if better includes more fun, more time outside, and less stress, then you need to talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors.
Absolutely. They build backyard escape.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
You're going to need lawyers, right? This message is presented on behalf of Delmar Mortgage. When it comes to buying or refinancing a home, everyone's situation is different, and having the right information can save you real money. Delmar Mortgage helps you compare options side by side, understand the cost of waiting, and see when refinancing may actually make sense for you. Get your no obligation quick quote at savingthelou.com.
Individuals may have been compensated for this message. For licensing information, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Delmar Mortgage, NMLS ID number 30998. Delmar Mortgage is an equal housing lender.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. House cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios. This is the Lou Information Station, KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
Introducing the Key STL Burger Bar and Boogie, your new home in the Grand Center Arts District. The Key STL is where the music plays, the game is always on, and the dance floor is open. The Burger Bar features the ultimate smash burger experience with premium pasture-raised local beef and a dozen house-made sauces to top it all off. It's the Key STL Burger Bar and Boogie, 3225 Olive in Midtown. before, during, or after any game. This is the spot, St. Louis. Find out more at thekeystl.com.
Hockey parents, be honest. Are your tournaments this season feeling a little unpredictable? You've planned the weekend, booked the hotel, hauled the gear. You deserve a tournament provider that's as organized as you are. And that's where Big Bear Tournaments comes in. No guessing games, no mystery matchups. We proudly list every registered team right on the website. You always know exactly who's in your division. There's great competition, clear communication, and zero last-minute surprises. Make your season smoother. Check out your next tournament at BigBearTournaments.com.
All right, Cam, be honest. New Year's resolution still holding strong?
Not so much, Kat. But I did decide on one thing that I'm sticking with. Making home life better in 2026.
And that's a good one. And if better includes more fun, more time outside, and less stress, then you need to talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors.
Absolutely. They build backyard escapes, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, the kind of place everyone actually wants to hang out.
And now's the perfect time to plan. Don't wait until summer hits. Start now, get it designed right, and be ready when the warm weather shows up.
Merrimack Pools and Outdoors walks you through the whole process, from design to construction, and they do it the right way.
So if your New Year's goal is fewer trips, fewer crowds, and more memories at home, go to SplashSTL.com.
That's SplashSTL.com, and make this year the year your backyard finally wins. That's SplashSTL.com.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Friday, baby. Friday.
You want to do guarantees?
Yeah, let's do them. I got a bunch. A lot of negativity. I don't know why I went down that path, but maybe I got to stop, getting on Twitter. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I just got to stop.
There's positive stuff on Twitter.
Yeah.
You see a nice
tons
puppy rescued from a mountain or something.
I see that. That's more on Instagram, I feel like.
I see that on Twitter. Maybe you look more at the negative, and then that's in your algorithm.
No, well, if it has anything to do with a puppy, and because sometimes that will pop up, like somebody does something to a dog. Nope, see ya. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Yeah, let's do our guarantee. We do every Friday. We're going to guarantee what's going to happen throughout the weekend. A big win, a big loss, this, that, and the other. It is sponsored by the best hot tub prices.com, STL Hot Tub Warehouse. Check it out. Hey, when you buy a hot tub, you want to buy it last. At STL Hot Tub Warehouse, their low overhead means premium, American-made products, priced better than the competition, and price guarantee, the best price guarantee in town. There'll be any local dealer on a comparable model with over 38 years in the business and 400 plus 5-star reviews. You could trust they will be here to service your spa long after the sale. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, highest quality, best price. Visit besthot-tub-prices.com today. Jimmy, you want to start out?
Yeah, so SLU hosts Richmond tomorrow. I start with SLU because they're the team, I think. Look, the Blues won a game last outing, good.
Whoa!
But they're up and down. They win and they lose. So
yeah, it's not
I want to stay more positive.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and Richmond's a pretty good team. So I looked in this ball game. It's not a great guarantee, but Kellen Thames make one play that will end up on SportsCenter
top 10
because it's becoming a thing, and he is explosive, and people are starting to know his name, and he has nothing to do with fixing games, which is the headline that came out of SLU yesterday. I like that kid. It's fun to watch. That's my guarantee. My second guarantee has to do with the Dodgers. Okay, why you want to fight?
I don't know.
The Dodgers will not only shock the baseball world when news breaks over the weekend about their latest purchase, but they will shock the global community and maybe tick off the president of the United States. The Dodgers will announce that they are buying Greenland.
Greenland, baby. Let's go. All right. Here are my guarantees. Again, like I said, very negative. Don't know why. I think in that way. There's going to be a big injury. with the San Francisco 49ers in one of these games, that's going to end up being their detriment, and they're going to lose. That whatever's going on with that facility, I saw the overhead. Oh, God almighty. I just think there's going to be a big injury in San Francisco, although I love that team. Probably going to be Christian McCaffrey. It might be Brock Purdy because of the electromagnetic waves. Go and get them. Go and get them.
So what the Niners play when?
They play, I think, Sunday.
Okay, so your guarantee is for Sunday that they will.
Oh, they're tomorrow? Okay, that's one, which I don't want because I like San Francisco.
So, because these are guarantees about the weekend, not for the future, right?
They play.
So you're saying Saturday, a 49er will be injured.
Yes.
Based on the electromagnetic field
that
they were forced to practice in. Okay.
They got to move.
I just want to make sure
Here's another one.
We define our terms.
Here's another NFL one that's going to happen. There's going to be a controversial call that's going to affect a game. Don't know what game, but there's going to be a controversial call that's going to go. It's going to totally affect the game. At the end of the game, somehow, maybe a pass interference, and people are going to lose their effing minds. Mark it down.
Okay, and then can I add to mine? Someone is going to make a tackle in one of these NFL games.
I'm talking about a big dog. You guys have to be the judge too Monday. Like if it's not that big of a deal, because but I think there's going to be one. So, let's see here. Oh, that's too negative. I'm just going to go those two.
No, what did you have? You wrote it down.
A major celebrity.
Did you put that on
your computer? A major celebrity is going to die. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. He might be of old age. Nothing terrible. I just have a feeling.
So a celebrity dies this weekend.
Yeah.
And a traumatic injury.
Yes.
For the 49ers.
You got to get rid of that. You got to change that practice facility up. And a controversial call. Major controversy.
How about this?
People are going to lose their minds.
Just as a virtue signal, can you add on
something
a baby deer will be rescued from a frozen lake?
Well, that's always going to be the case. I'm just saying. I told you. Rock, what do you got? You can put your mic there.
I have your guys' two locks up on the screen. Kim's going with a big 49ers injury, a controversial call that affects an NFL playoff game, and a major celebrity will pass away. Jimmy goes with Kellen Thames, makes a SportsCenter top 10 play, and the Dodgers will make another crazy move when they buy Greenwood.
You should give one more.
We said two.
But they're not going to buy Greenland. That's a guarantee.
Some of them are there for parody.
That's funny.
I've made other silly ones, too.
Yeah, I saw that the Panthers were at the White House. Matthews taking a beating on Twitter, man. Oh my!
What did he do there? Where he's
he doesn't.
People don't like him because
he said he loves America, and he's so.
How dare he?
Yeah, and he's giving Trump attention, and vice versa. I just looked at Twitter. Holy cow! Holy cow! I think they all went. Every one of them. That's kind of cool. Good to see that. He did chirp Canada, and like half the team's Canadian.
What'd he say?
He's like, Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup 30, whatever. Just chirp that they haven't had a Stanley Cup winner since '93.
Big Walt likes that.
Oh God, yeah. I bet you he has a smile on his face from ear to ear.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool, man. Winning, going, whoever is in office. I don't care if it's Biden. I don't give a damn Obama. I don't care if it's Bush. I would go and check everything out.
I did.
Get as much out of that as I possibly can. Did you do?
I shook Obama's hand. We got to tour the White House.
God,
it's unbelievable. I don't care.
I want to see the White House.
I don't care who the president is.
Don't give a damn. What about you, Rock? Would you go if you want?
I don't care about American sightseeing. It bores me. And I every time I go to a city, people are like, let's go see this site. I don't care. Like, unless I'm in Philadelphia or Boston,
that's not the question.
Care
that's not
0% about American sightseeing.
Not the question.
I don't care about the White House.
Would you not?
Really.
You wouldn't go and kind of cause a controversy?
Really. It sounds like a waste of my time.
Boy, it's unbelievable the stuff you see.
I would love to go in there.
I saw the White House from just outside the fence. I'm good.
No, I want to go in that. I want to check the drawers and see what's going on.
See the Oval Office.
You're not going
can't go in.
Let you do that.
I know, but I want to see everything.
Yeah, if I got to sit at the Resolute desk, I'd like to do that, but that's never going to happen. So,
well, I'd like to just go do the tour. I'd do the tour.
When you go with a team, though, you get to see everything.
Yeah,
I want. Yeah, If I want,
I'm asking you.
yeah, I'm not just gonna like go do a trip.
No,
go take a tour at the White House.
Near am I.
I'm gonna
Unless
go to
I was
DC.
there for something, like if I was there for something and
Nah.
people took me, I'd go do it. I had time, but I'm not going to fly there
If I was on a
myself and do
championship
it.
Team. Yeah, sure.
No, that's what I'm asking you. Are you going to be that guy
I would have-
like Tim Thomas did, which I was pissed about? I chirped the hell out of him when he didn't go see Obama. He made a big freaking deal out of it.
So
He's a weird,
stupid.
Can I-
so
can I-
freaking
Can I get a
stupid.
promise that I'm going to be served something better than McDonald's? Or no?
Yeah,
Can I not get?
I
Is
wasn't-
that not okay?
I don't even recall us getting food when we went,
yeah.
to be honest. But
I think he did.
Cardinals?
I think he did that for like LSU or something like that.
yeah, Trump
Clemson.
did. I don't.
Clemson was
when
famously
the
one of
Cards
big
went, I
ones.
don't think we got food there. I don't remember.
I'll eat whatever.
To me, that would supersede your political views.
I
right?
know.
You're an American, and I'm not talking about what you. I'm just saying you see like superstar athletes making millions that aren't like, wow, and they're like, wow,
Yeah.
like because it's above whatever.
I know.
It's the White House.
I know.
You're an American. It's pretty
Damn right.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
it
doesn't fascinate.
I
me that
get
much,
you.
guess.
I get you. I wouldn't fly myself down there and do the tour. Like
I just don't.
if I'm there, like I could have gone when I was there last year. I was in Washington for 2 days.
Doesn't.
I was in the cool part, so I
doesn't
checked
do
that
anything
area.
for me. I don't know why.
Oh man, I would.
Yeah, I know you would.
You
It's
know,
interesting.
damn right. Damn right. That would be cool. That would be cool.
I certainly wouldn't have gone to the last
Where-
administration either. I'm not trying to get smelled.
Where do you want to go besides in the United States? Then Rockio, if you can go check out anything in the
I
United States,
mean,
because I know you want
honestly,
to
like,
go look at castles.
Honestly, it's just the Grand Canyon,
Yeah,
Yellowstone.
yeah.
But
Okay.
beyond that, like,
Grand Tetons.
yeah, it's
Those are
up
like
there.
the coolest looking ones.
Like outside of
I
like
think.
doing like the historical stuff in Boston or Philadelphia, like I don't like sightseeing in America just doesn't like monuments, like non-natural ones, just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, like Mount Rushmore. If it's cloudy, I guess, or if it's
I
rainy, it
don't
doesn't.
care about Mount Rushmore.
I took a helicopter tour of the Grand Canyon. Unbelievable.
That's scary.
Grand Canyon-
Unbelievable.
Grand Canyon
There's like
is
a vortex that
100%
can
what
suck
I
you
want to
down.
go.
It wasn't scary.
100% want to go see Grand Canyon.
You ever been in a
Um,
helicopter?
Yes.
You're when you first go up and you realize it's just a propeller keeping us up. That's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
But once you're going, you're not scared, and it's the view is
I would-
unbelievable.
I would want to do
What?
I would want to do like I think I still kind of want to do Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. I think
Okay.
that's one I think I want to do. But that's also like I have ancestors who came through there.
Yeah, that's there. You go.
So like that.
there you go. Okay.
That'd be kind of
Okay. Okay.
Although I apparently I hear going to Freedom Island is kind of pointless now and stupid and like a waste of a day doing the island where the Statue of Liberty is on now.
Yeah, because you got to take a thing
I
out
hear it's
there.
really stupid, and like
You could just see
things,
it.
The things you can go up in is completely different than like 30 years ago. Like you can barely even go into it anymore.
I don't think you can.
So yeah, so like
It's like the
like
art.
that one's I'm at that point where I'm like I don't even know if going to Freedom Island really is something I would care about that much.
I think you sign up for the tour and you pay, and they don't tell you, oh, you're not going up, and we're taking a boat right by it.
Yeah,
I don't even
that's-
think you can go in there.
That's
Yeah.
that is.
I don't
a
need to do that.
colossal waste of
I don't need.
time.
I could see it.
Now
I
we
can
have
see it.
things locally, like we went and saw the statue in Illinois of the world's tallest man.
Oh yeah, but no,
Where
Waldo.
I don't know. I can't.
He's in East Alton. Robert Waldo.
Emerson. Wait,
Yeah.
That's Roderick's territory.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
I want to go. Apparently, now I
wouldn't do
I was
that.
listening to a podcast and they were talking about how if you go to like the actual like areas over in like Cahokia and stuff that are like preserved and stuff like that. Apparently, if you go there, it's like you just hear foreign languages because like no American tourists go to Cahokia, but like people from like China and stuff like that will go like make it a point to go through like to Cahokia and stuff like that.
I've been there before.
And I'm like, that's kind of a crazy thought. I never
Yeah.
thought about that. But like, as somebody who lives in St. Louis, I don't think I've ever actually been over there to like actually like visit the historical sites they have.
What do they have?
Well, they have a bunch of the remnants of the mounds and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so you learn all about how it was the largest Western civilization for a few
50,000
hundred years and things like that. So you learn all about the civilization that was there before we got here and how like it was hundreds of years ahead of the Aztecs and the Incas, and it was all these sociological things that weren't developed in Western culture on this continent for hundreds of years later until really the Europeans got here, and it just kind of isn't looked at as like a special thing by us here in the Midwest, but apparently people from other countries do a lot of tourist trips.
Didn't I heard about it in school all the
time.
time.
But it was never something that was like
we went on trips over there,
mythologized the way that like other places are.
Isn't that where the downtown airport is? That's where the down. All I know is that's where you will be there at the wrong time and the train goes and you're sitting there for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You would think we'd be able to put a little road over there.
No. It's kind of it's rough right there.
That's a rough area.
Even all the way down Route 3, all the way to Top Shooters, like it's like industrial.
That's where Grizzlies Park is now. Grizzlies Stadium or whatever has a new naming rights deal, so it's not that. So I apologize.
Oh man,
there's a lot of open land there too.
Yeah.
But I could go and do tourist attractions in that area. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Rock. Like, I don't want to go see something. I like to go do things, I guess. Like, if you're gonna, my number one thing is I want to go skiing.
Like
again.
in my 20s, I went to Chicago 30 or 40 times. I never once was within 2 blocks of that stupid bean. What a waste.
The what?
The bean.
The bean.
There's people who actually spend time in Chicago there. And in 40 trips there, I was like, not once in my mind did it ever cross my mind to go near that. I don't understand people who waste their time with that kind of stuff. It blows my mind.
What do you want to see in Philly?
I'd like to walk around Philly. I'm not going to.
I mean, Independence Hall's the big swing. But I mean, there's also some little, I did a bunch of Civil War battlefields in high school. That was a lot of fun.
What does that mean? Like you recreation stuff?
No, I went and visited Civil War battlefields.
Creepy though. That was all haunted right there, baby.
I don't really believe in that. We went in the daytime too, so that helps. Yeah, there's definitely stuff up in like Boston and Philly with the American Revolution that fascinates.
Would you want to go to one of these old houses? I watched this guy on YouTube. Another guy, he's got a little metal detector, and he goes to all these abandoned houses from the 1700s that used to be whatever plantations or whatever. And he gets permission to go there and goes, finds all kinds of different stuff, belt buckles, this, that, the other thing. And you gotta remember, they dumped their trash and buried it. So there's all kinds of stuff there. Would you do that kind of stuff, Rock, and collect all kinds of Civil War, pendants and stuff like that? Does that interest you?
Not really. No.
It's hard to figure out.
What about arrowheads?
See them all, dude. I have a collection of those.
That amazes me.
Yeah, arrowheads, collections of those.
I did enough camping in Beaumont.
Yeah,
and down at Esparta.
Everywhere.
I've seen. Yeah.
What did that thing go?
I've run across arrowheads.
Who made that?
So you found like real. That amazes.
My dad's listening right now.
That is cool.
We would find arrowheads all the time and collect them. They were always by the Sandy Creek where I lived, way out yonder. Sandy Creek, right there.
There's a creek, but there's a creek that goes right through Beaumont and
everywhere.
You're if you're camping out there and you're in that creek all the time, and that's pretty much where I would spend 90% of the camping trips was in the creek and in the forest on the other side of the creek. And yeah, you
perfect ones, Jimmy.
You'd find arrowheads.
That's cool. Perfect
all the
ones
time,
that were still have the grooves in them.
Yeah,
and it still had a point. If you could use it right now, you would kill somebody.
You can tell it's not just a rock like shaped
badass.
It's like, oh, that's pretty specifically shaped.
It's shiny, pretty cool. They stick out.
And I will say this too. I know some of us don't like Branson, but that Native American museum they have is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Like you could literally spend hours in there. All this like
I like
have you been in the museum part? There's stuff like I can't believe that they're intact. Like you are looking at an actual piece, from everyday life.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, Southern Missouri, there's a lot going on down the Ozarks, especially by the Lake of the Ozarks, too. You know what I mean? God dang. Yeah, those arrowheads were awesome. That's why I'm glad that as my mom and dad moved out there, growing up, being able to do that stuff every day, freedom, in creeks, doing this, exploring the woods. Yeah, did I get bit by a snake? Yes. Did I have ticks all over my body, including where? Yes. Did it scare the hell out of me when there was tarantulas out there, monster wolf spiders? Yeah, but I'm glad that I did it. Would I ever live out there in that wooded area again? No way. No way. I'm going to clear out 3 acres. I like where my house is like, I can see the woods. I can get there, but it's not close to me. It just attracts too much stuff.
Like really where you are isn't attracting, like you're not getting you're not having like tick issues out there?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Okay,
they're
thank you.
there, but
Thank you.
but the more brush you have, the more things can hide. Critters are in there and stuff like that. Everything is cleared. I'm on the golf course.
See, for
like
me
there's not
out there,
much.
do you guys have like a wood pile? Like you guys have like, or you have friends who have like wood pile and stuff like that?
Jason has a wood pile the size of this room. We're gonna just have a monster bonfire in the backyard.
The thing I hate the most, because there's nothing in this world I hate more than chiggers.
Oh
They're
yeah,
the worst.
I was gonna say, where's that? Yeah,
and that's where they hide. If you have a giant wood pile, you will 100% multiple times a year get chiggers.
well, yeah.
And they are the most annoying thing in the world.
When you have wood, if you have a wood or a fireplace, a wood fireplace, and you put that wood against your house that you stack up, it attracts so much crap. You know what I mean?
And you have a wood fireplace, right?
No, I have a gas fireplace.
I thought that was wood.
No, that's gas, baby.
That's why I would never deal with a wood fireplace.
I can't deal with the wood anymore.
No.
I had a lot of mistakes, dude. I didn't open the damn vent one time, and I put a I started that son of a, because I put a Duramax. I used to get Duramax, those badass ones that last for 3 or 4 hours, then put the wood on top of it and light it.
And you wouldn't open the
And
flue.
it didn't open the flue. And it goes, wow! And I went next door, and I come back home, and it's all the way out of my house. And I go, ah! And I tried to put water on it. Then that makes even more soot, and because I couldn't put my hand up there, and because it's right up there, you have to put a little chain,
right?
And it ruined my house. I had to put all kinds of stuff. We had to get it scrubbed out. It's not funny, Rocky-O.
Even if you open the flue, my wife told me, like, if you have a wood fireplace, you're still gonna get buildup of soot.
Yeah,
in your house.
That's what. It's too much.
That's so damn funny to me.
It's too much. I love the gas because I turn that thing on all the way, and it goes whoa,
right,
and I could feel it. I could feel it from 30 feet away. I could feel that thing still. It does warm that.
And ours is encased with glass. It still is great. Get warmth, but ain't no soot, nothing. It's all
just put a boom. You know what you need to do? Just go. You can go the True Value and get those yellow Duramax flames, and then put that in there, and it looks perfect. Like you have and it lasts for 3 hours instead of putting like wood in there.
Ours looks nice. It has a nice feel to it. And it's all
so. Do you make fires all the time?
Yeah.
Cam just smoke damaging. This is
dude,
brand new house.
That's not the only. Dude, I've done some. When you're a house owner at 19 years old, even though you live next to your parents, like you figure things out on the fly with different stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
so much,
dude,
Cam.
there's so much stuff I did that was so stupid. Such a Hoosier. Holy cow! I mean,
someone said Kremlin or Tiananmen Square for Rocky-O.
Although
definitely not the Kremlin.
You go to Moscow.
I don't really care. I mean,
I'd like to see
Moscow.
Tiananmen
Is
Square
freaking
would be fascinating.
Beautiful, beautiful people in Moscow. One of the, I'm telling you, pretty damn clean.
I wouldn't mind seeing the architecture.
Pretty nice. It's awesome.
The old stuff.
St. Petersburg, same thing. The rest,
I've accepted. I'm never.
Besides Fauci.
I've accepted.
That's about it.
I'm never going over to Russia.
Near
No.
my.
I'm never going to see that stuff. I'm okay with
Near
it.
my. I don't need to.
I've said this
There's
before.
enough brutalist architecture I can see in Eastern Europe.
I'd go to Germany.
Yeah,
I heard Germany's supposed to
Germany's
be
fascinating.
I ain't going.
I saw a report the other day that German anti-Semitism is at the highest in years, and I go, still got a long way to go, don't you? Like Jesus Christ.
And the most beautiful place I've ever seen, I've said this before, is Ireland. And I'm kind of with Rock in some ways that I don't want to go see everything. You know, like if I'm on vacation, I want to relax. But we're in Ireland, and I'm not one. What a beautiful view! It is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
It looks like a fantasy world. It looks like a fantasy. Hey, a lot of England does too. You get away from some of these. You go through rolling, beautiful hills, but Wales is, in my opinion, has the best castles. You could. There's a hiking trail all around the coast that you could walk all the way around. Unbelievable. That whole area is beautiful.
That I'm pumped for.
You, dude, Rock. I'm pumped for you.
Like natural stuff. Like that's the thing about America that I don't think we don't give enough credit as Americans that we live in one of the most beautiful countries.
You're damn right we do.
And like people give a lot of credit, like, oh well, what about the Riviera of France and the coast of Italy? Like, fine, yeah, it's beautiful, but like the American West is incredible.
Love it.
And it's
the mountains.
Open.
We have everything here. What do you want? We got
Beautiful.
it. What do you want? We got it.
And if you're in England, you definitely have to check out the Plaque Museum, where they have all the people in history and the plaque buildup on their teeth, and they show that big exhibit.
Their teeth are fine.
Can't wait to drive through Wales. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Wales is awesome.
I think
I'll tell you though, the
Amalfi.
Amalfi.
I think I might be what I'm most excited about. I know the Amalfi Coast is an absolute winner.
Rocky, I
can't
like
go.
just the Mediterranean. I haven't been there yet. I want to see beauty. I want to see. I watched The Talented Mr. Ripley there tonight, and I'm just looking at. I want to go explore that. I do. It's unbelievable.
What is it on?
Netflix.
Oh, heck, I might have to watch that.
And know what else is on Netflix? Nuremberg.
It's on Netflix?
Yes. $9.99 though. You gotta buy it. No, maybe it's something. Maybe
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. That's what it is.
Is it?
I'll do it.
We have that.
I gotta watch that.
Prime. We got Prime too.
I keep getting all these clips of Crow and Malik, their scenes together.
What do you mean?
Well, Crow plays Goering. Malik plays the
doctor,
the main character doctor, who's like breaking down he was supposed to like analyze him for the trial. And you got Michael Shannon, who plays the prosecutor. I love Michael Shannon.
I'm gonna watch that this weekend. I ain't got nothing today. I ain't gonna do nothing, although it's Kate's birthday. Whatever she wants to do, actually. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
I think the best clip that I've seen so far from Nuremberg has to be that there's one moment where they're like, well, yeah, we're obviously gonna get Germany for prosecuting an illegal war and against Denmark. And they're like, yeah, but there's a problem with that. They're like, what's the problem with it? And then a British guy stands up. He's like, there's no problem with it. It's like, well, it's because Britain was about to declare war on Denmark too. And they're like, why did you not tell us this? And Britain's like, we didn't really think you had to know. And I can't wait to see that movie.
I'm going to watch it this weekend. And I'm also going to watch, what's it on Sunday? Is that
Sunday?
Yeah, but God, right when the playoffs are happening, why would they start then?
What playoffs?
Well, football.
Oh.
You're competing with football.
It's late night on Sunday. It's
oh no.
When's the last Sunday game?
Oh no.
Sunday game.
It's what time does it start? Like 9?
I'll double.
I'm gonna have to watch it
on Monday.
Yeah.
Right. That's actually fine.
Because I'm gonna be downtown Chinatown by 9 o'clock. I'll tell you that right now.
So the NFL schedule is 2 p.m. and 5:30. So there is no
7:30
game.
That 5:30 is going to last for 5 hours.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms is on at.
I'm going to watch all the trailers for Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I'm going to see what's all. It just sucks because
watch out. There's reviews out there already.
Yeah. I won't dip into those.
Don't dip into those. It
will ruin it for me if I do. If you watch the reviews for a show, it's like Landman. I'll give you an example.
Cam, it's on at 9 p.m.
It's over.
Central.
No,
on HBO.
Okay.
You're not up at 9 p.m. on a Sunday?
No, he's not.
Hell no.
Really? You're in
Oh no. Kate and I are like this.
You're in okay, fair enough. I thought you'd be awake at 9 p.m.
The dogs are sound asleep.
I thought you could make it till 10.
On Sunday?
To make it till 10
Saturday I will. Okay. Tonight I'll have to.
Well, don't say it like that. Tonight I'll have to. You're excited about being at a Blues game.
Always.
It's different when it's work. It's okay,
it's
buddy.
It is a little different. You still got to be on. Still got to be on. It's still work. It is what it. But it is fun to be up there with everybody and talk to them. I like that. I do. Oh, let's see here. Ooh, people are chiming in. Oh, Gino. Let's see.
Whatever you want.
Oh man.
Read them all.
Rock wants to visit Berlin, Germany to gaze at the remains of the Berlin Wall just to reminisce about the glory days. Ooh.
I don't really care about Berlin. If we go to Germany, I believe Frankfurt's our main look-see.
Why?
The winter markets are something really rich. To go to in Frankfurt, and there's a direct flight there from St. Louis. So I'm sure we'll go see other things, but I'm off the top of my head, I don't think there's anything in Berlin that I really off the top of my head care about that much.
I will say this: when Kate and I lived in that cute little town in Nottingham, during the Christmas time was the most beautiful thing in the world. It was snowing out, and they have this little Christmas market right in downtown square where all these old buildings are, the castles in the distance, and everybody's so sweet and nice, and you have all these little malt wine going on.
I'd like to see
she
that.
was in heaven.
Yeah, so we'll do the Christmas markets in Frankfurt. Probably
beautiful.
Probably not this. A year from now, but probably 2 years from now.
It was magical.
And I'd like to try the food in Germany if I went there.
Yeah. I'm curious to hear what you think about the
part I'm least
food.
excited about.
I'm curious to hear what
I'm
you
so
think
bad-
about the
I'm
food.
so bad at eating like different foods. I'm so bad.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Well, you
I'm
might have to like
terrible.
get out of your element just a
I'm
little
terrible
bit.
at it.
That's
I
part of the interest if
I
I
need to
go.
get out of my.
I used to
element.
eat that English breakfast with the beans
I'm not happy. about that.
every single day.
I don't like beans.
I ate it like this. I got
Food-
used to it.
The food in England's not good.
It's not that good.
Food in Ireland, not great, except for some stews and stuff like that. Pretty good.
I still eat it. Man.
But some cultures, that's what you got to try. You go to Italy? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Gino.
France?
Gino said.
Italy?
Gino was like, well, I mean, the food in Spain is better than Italy, and I'm like, did you go to those SOBs have weird?
One of the
food.
nicest steakhouses in the world's in Spain.
I mean,
They got
Spanish
damn
food's
good
incredible.
meat. They got
Spa-
damn
The
good
thing
meat.
about Spanish food that I don't think you'd like, Cam, is that
What?
are you okay with how they schedule things over in Spain?
What?
Dinner starts at 9 p.m.
Oh, son of a gun!
Dinner starts at 9
I'm eating
p.m.
at 5 p.m., baby.
You're not eating dinner. You're eating tapas.
I'll
You're
eat
not
that.
eating dinner.
You like
Because
tapas?
I'll eat whatever
dinner in Spain starts
besides
at 9
exotic.
p.m. People start going out
That's-
for the night at midnight.
What about in the
That is
morning?
true.
But
That
what
is
about in
true.
the morning time? Don't they have to work?
Everybody in Spain doesn't work in the middle of the day. They take a break in the middle of the day. They go home.
The nappy poo.
Nap.
They eat lunch, spend time with their family. They stereotypically take a nap. Then they go to work, and then they work a little bit later. Then they come home,
And then they.
dinner, and then eventually they get ready, and then
Listen,
dinner's at 9 p.m.
I've been on that schedule. I played
roll it.
pro
You
hockey.
can
What
roll
do you
with
think
it.
that is? Like we ain't going out till 1 o'clock. But I'm on a different schedule now. I'm 95 years old schedule. There's a show on Netflix called Ancient Apocalypse. Oh, I saw it. About all these vast ancient civilizations that have been influenced and connected by lost city of Atlantis. Cam would probably enjoy. Yeah, of course I saw that.
How were they influenced by the lost city of Atlantis? What does that mean?
Well,
Explain.
they're looking through different. He doesn't like Graham Hancock, who I think is interesting. I don't think everything's true.
that they're all connected.
There's all kinds of weird stuff that they find, and he's trying to connect the dots in a different way than the typical archaeologist would say and has written throughout the years. And he's trying to just maybe there could be a different path throughout history, and I believe there could be, and I think there is. But I don't know exactly what it is.
Not enough people take shrooms before recording their Netflix documentaries.
So it is a chemically engineered trip of the mind, potentially.
No, I mean, he's going to a mountaintop, and there's these huge things that curl up for this huge plateau. Like, well, where'd this come from? Go Black
And then he
Key
gets-
Tepe,
and then-
Peyote.
And then he gets the geography science completely wrong.
and then he this lost city that was 12,000 years ago, and these huge temples, and it's all buried, and people thought that they weren't that advanced 12,000 years, hunter-gatherers, but yet they found this buried city with monoliths the size of. It's like, okay, what happened there? Thing Rock doesn't like it. I do. Now I don't believe everything, but
what
I'm
is it
curious.
about the city of Atlantis?
because-
Was
well,
it magical?
because-
or-
No. Like there's they think that the civilization back 12,000 years ago, when the Ice Age happened, that this Atlantis was
more
thriving,
advanced, was more
thriving,
advanced.
and then possibly an asteroid hit and buried it with water,
I think
and it
that
crumbled.
I think that if you can't just accept the fact that the pyramids were built by human beings across a very long period of time, and you have to find some special reason for it, I have trouble
I'm
respecting.
not saying
and then-
aliens. I just said they're more
trouble
advanced.
Respecting your,
They might have had more advanced
historical
ways of
clout.
building that we just don't know. We're not looking for it. So
They also had endless slave labor available.
It wasn't slave labor.
they got fed. They got fed, and
they got paid.
They got paid and fed. Yeah. It's weird. There's just a lot of question marks still. I mean, there's just a lot of question marks,
What about the thing?
and like we even underneath the pyramids, that's what I want
All
to
that
see.
stuff was such BS. That made
What
me
the-
so mad.
What do you mean?
That there were all these obelisks that went down hundreds of feet. It was BS.
You don't think they're all
connected?
connected? They're under
No.
the Sphinx. It's not connected to different things. It's not. You could go down there and visit it.
What about the
They
engineering?
just don't want to dig it up because they're afraid they're going to topple something.
What about the engineering of these things that you can only see from the sky?
What? What do you mean?
Not crop circles, but there are.
That could be
but
debunked
there-
in 2 seconds.
No, I know that. I'm not talking.
2 seconds.
I'm not talking
Yeah.
about
Oh,
crop.
my bad.
I'm talking about there are ancient stone things,
Sure.
stone things that you can't see what it is
Until
unless
you're way
you're
up
way
there.
high.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not talking
That's
about
a weird.
crop circles.
He talked about that. That's in like Peru.
But
So on
there
top
are
of a mountain.
stone things that you can't see what it actually is unless you're up high.
I mean, you just look at some of the architecture back in the day on these mountainsides, how they built some of they literally have cities on top of huge plateaus from thousands of years. Cities. How did you even get up there to build it? Even if you look at the Romans and the aqueducts, how they built that, it's unbelievable.
But we know how
but it's incredible.
we know the science they use.
Yeah, I know the Romans. I'm just saying.
It's incredible, but like it's incredibly complicated, but we know how they did it.
But we don't know how we did everything.
I mean,
100%.
Wheelbarrows.
We got a pretty good idea of how they did almost everything.
The pyramids, you do?
Yeah.
A really good idea?
They got a pretty good idea how it.
What is it? A huge ramp?
Yes.
Okay.
When you have an entire
When you have
civilization worth of people working around the clock for 6 months of the year, you can do a lot of special things.
I don't know. You carving those damn things out of a mountainside, hundreds of miles,
out of a quarry, 100 miles,
100 miles away. Put them on a. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
how do you think that statue of the world's tallest guy got built? Community came together.
Damn right. You know what I mean? It's crazy. There's a lot of weird stuff. I don't know. And aliens, I just think that.
I just don't think there was some advanced civilization on this planet.
I just think
Mainly
we're
because
more
there's
advanced.
There's no actual evidence, and everything Graham Hickok is making up is just it's just bunk science. And people who who actually work every day in the fields that he claims to know anything about just spend their casual time just proving how wrong he is, because he's not a geologist, he's not an archaeologist.
You like Randall Carlson?
He's not a scientist.
You like Randall Carlson?
Randall Carlson has the degrees, but if you look at the people who are in his field, when they talk about him, it's hard for me to believe some of the things he says. When you see the people
He's interesting
in his
too. I like
business,
him.
What does
in
he
his
say?
business who talk about
All kinds of stuff.
What are his takes that are well known? That are
he
debunked?
He's
has
a geologist.
Yeah, and he just goes through and he sees different things where maybe an asteroid hit and how that affected something over here.
He talks a lot about so a lot of what he talks about is going to be like the layers you see. Like if you carve into a mountain, you'll see layers, and it'll be layers of the different kind of rocks as they form, and then you'll have a big layer in the middle that kind of shows you when the ice age happened, and then you can look at like the previous types of rock that were forming prior to the ice age, and that tells you about water flow, it tells you about temperature, it tells you about all these different things that was going through that area. And so basing these like signs in these rocks, in these layers of when there was like a huge bit of water flow that cut through these rocks, they try to then use that as proof of, well, the end of the ice age, you have this giant water flow that basically sweeps through all of Canada and through like the middle of America, and that's why you can go to like you can dig out the side of like a river wall on the Mississippi, and you can literally see,
or you look at the Great Lakes,
1,000 years, and you can see where like that chunk of water swept through America and things like that.
Yeah,
like that's the kind of stuff
and through Africa,
and so he tries to use that in different areas of Northern Africa or the Middle East.
A lot of these asteroids,
Southern Europe,
hit the ocean. It's hard to find.
And they use that to talk about how civilizations were not affected by the melt of the ice age in the way we previously thought. And he tries to use that as a way of saying that, like, essentially he's trying to say that, like, post ice age, the world formed in a different way than what the conventional science says.
Yeah.
And I don't think he says this, but I think guys like Graham Hickok kind of branch off it and say that because of where the water line is, that like pre-civilization, pre-ice age was different than what we think it is.
They also say the Sphinx is older than what it was because of they thought that it was flooded, and that's why the carving from the front of the face is the way it is. It's not from sand over time, wind over time. There's a lot of question marks. I don't know. It's interesting.
They
to
also
me.
had technology that was more advanced, in terms of figuring out the engineering of things, more than you would give them credit for.
Yeah.
Able to build things.
And it's just like
pyramids.
they say you're hunter gatherer right before they build the biggest structure in the world. Well,
different areas of the planet had different areas of the planet evolved at different levels.
Yeah, I know. Just like there's still hunter-gatherers now.
Yeah, they were hunter-gatherers on the Asian steppe while the Egyptians were building the pyramid. That doesn't mean that the Egyptians built the pyramid because they were close to Atlantis and the Asian steppe wasn't. Atlantis didn't exist. Like, come on.
Yeah, maybe not.
It's almost like the Greek philosophers also believed that the gods were up on Olympus. Aristotle might just not be that right all the time.
He might not be. I'm not agreeing with everything.
The Hanging Gardens of Babylon existed. How legends talk about them is probably not true. But that's different than the Hanging Gardens of Babylon simply never existed, than them being a much more scaled down thing of what we imagine them mythologically being.
There is a lot of change.
You got to define your Atlantic position a little bit.
I don't know. Well, there's a lot of change. There's a lot of change. Like if a big event happens, there's a lot of these cities that are on the side of a freaking cliffside that are built up near the ocean. You get rocked, and there's earthquakes, and they're gone.
This one from Spartan 4.4 just it's interesting to see that people in Mexico, Peru, Egypt, China, and all over the world had similar beliefs and built similar style pyramids at the same time 12,000 years ago. Yep. Because a pyramid is the easiest shape to build large.
But they did have hieroglyphs that are the same.
That's why they all built pyramids in the ancient world, because it's the easiest thing to build large, because you go big base, smaller base on top of that, smaller base. Like, that's why a pyramid is easy to build.
Why don't we build those anymore?
Because we can build walls now. That's why we build square things, because we've figured out how to build walls that need a lot more support and can't be as high on their own until you figure out things like rebar and steel and all these kind of things. But pyramids are very easy for even the most basic civilizations to build, because it's literally physics and gravity make it so that pyramids are easy to build.
Just don't build them too close to my house.
Exactly. We're going to have a litigation. See, I like this talk, though, Rock. I mean, it's all good. You know,
why did they build the pyramids? Why?
Who they say it's for? Which one? The big dig one?
Because they could.
They show off. I don't know.
Why does humanity ever do anything? Because we can.
Well,
they did it as a welcome to these travelers from a planet beyond that came here. I don't buy that at all.
I'm just curious. That's all. I like this kind of stuff.
Why did they build?
I don't believe everything
because they believe gods were up there.
My point, Cam, is that like the real history is just as interesting. Like, you don't need Atlantis to be interesting.
I am interested in all the history. Like I am.
Like, it's fascinating to think. Like, instead of thinking, wow, there must be some technology we're missing for them to move these stones, you can just say, holy crap, humans did that.
But he's interested in it.
Can't I think both?
Fascinating.
Can't I think both?
There's no.
It's not one.
First one.
I'm curious. Maybe I'm just keeping
You're
it open.
allowed to be curious.
Can't I just keep it open?
It's like, why do people still discuss
but why are you
assassinations or piece of, was it a conspiracy? Because conspiracy theory type things are interesting.
I don't know. Because things change, dude. That's another thing. They have changed. Nothing's set in stone yet, really. Things have changed. We didn't know 200 years ago. Look what's changed. I don't know. We are bloodletting people.
Listen,
not that long ago.
Some Scottish guy who spent his life looking for Loch Ness Monster just said,
it
never existed.
But again, but even that example is just ignoring that only certain civilizations were still doing that 300 years ago. Other civilizations embraced medicine 1,000 years ago and stopped bloodletting. But the point is that there's always a reason that a civilization is doing something. And it's never something that's mythical or special. It's always just sociological. Somebody did something. Somebody's trying to convince somebody else of something, and that's why it rolls. It's fascinating to me, but it doesn't need to be special or, there doesn't need to be like some myth attached to it. The facts is actually more fascinating to me.
I'm not thinking of myths. I'm the
simplicity.
I listen to everybody, and I'm curious.
Yeah,
that's why I like what people
to be. People like Graham Hickok are talking about Atlantis. He's talking about a myth. It's not real. And he's trying to sell books because it's more interesting than basic hit.
Maybe it's not totally real, but there could have been a city, a lost city that an earthquake happened and it's gone like that. Boom, gone. Happened. You don't think that could have happened?
No, I think we would have figured it out. I think there'd be a lot more documentation. I think there'd be a lot of documentation on that.
You think everything's documented?
I think-
Everything,
I
every
think-
big event that happened throughout history is
I
documented.
think the largest events in human
Maybe when it
history
was
have
in the
documentation.
Library of Alexandria, but done. You know,
I think we're still.
I
There's
think we're learning things every
species in the
day.
ocean that we've never knew
Oh
existed.
God! I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we still desert. I don't know. I get what you're saying, Rock, and that's why I like talking with you because you're a smart dude, very smart guy.
I mean, I'm not smart. I'm literally just relaying things that smart people say. I'm not smart. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about this.
You're smart.
Who are these smart people?
But I listen to actual geologists and actual archaeologists
So
and,
do I.
and actual anthropologists
I listen to
instead
both
of
sides.
the instead of frankly cranks who are famous because of the Joe
Let's get
Rogan.
some geologists on the show.
I know. Pick their brain a little bit. Hey, let me tell you about Merrimack Pools and Outdoors. Speaking of building things,
You know what? They could dig
They
it in the backyard.
they could have built the
They're gonna
pyramids.
find some stuff.
They could have built the pyramids. That's who did it. Their ancestors.
They will build. They will build Atlantis in
They
your
will build
backyard.
Atlantis. Oh
I like
man.
that, actually, they'll build Atlantis in your backyard.
Yeah. All right. There is Atlantis was real, and they know, and they could build it. They could recreate Atlantis in your
Trust me,
backyard.
these guys are good. You
They're
can
damn
ask for
good.
Atlantis, you'll get Atlantis.
You'll get Atlantis. You're damn right.
I want Atlantis in my backyard. Say no more. We've
Say
got
no
you covered.
more. Listen,
It's
they'll
Cam
do a
Janssen
lot.
Special.
They could do anything, guys. Like they make a pool. You could do outdoor patio. You know, whatever you want to do. They can make your dreams come true. If you look at your backyard, you can envision whatever you want. They'll put it. You want to put a sport court back there and play some basketball or roller hockey or tennis. They could do that. You want to cook all your barbecue in the back. They can make a badass stone. We talk about fireplaces. I'll have a stone fireplace outside. I don't give a damn. I'll load that thing up with wood like you can't believe and sit out there even when it's cold.
Do you think archaeologists will find that stone fireplace hundreds of years later and think that you were like a king?
No.
Okay.
They'll be fine with stuff. Although I don't know what New York City would look like 200 years if everybody died off and it just crumbled throughout history. I don't know what it'll look like. Probably mush, you know, probably 1,000 years. Mush.
Yeah,
It wouldn't look good.
I feel like those skyscrapers probably don't do well without any maintenance across 1,000 years.
Exactly. Imagine that. And they just get
fall pretty
covered.
fast.
Things change.
You
the weather
hoping for
change.
that or something?
No.
Where'd that come from?
1,000.
We're talking about a beautiful backyard
Sorry,
setup,
sorry.
and you're talking about the disrespect.
You got me off track, Rock. You got me off track.
It was, in fairness, that's really hard to do.
Check it out. Just go to splashstl.com. They'll make your dreams come true. Check them out. They're great people right here in St. Louis. That's Merrimack Pools and Outdoors. Go to splashstl.com.
And I was trying to just, give you an opening thing. They'll make you feel like a king.
They'll make you feel like damn right.
Yeah, that's what
You're
I'm saying.
damn right.
I just-
you look
if
like
you-
you're king of your castle.
You got
baby.
a little overhang thing
Yeah.
where your grill is, and you're outside, but you're protected. You got a little like outdoor kitchen. You got a TV.
It's just nice to be outside if you can.
You get that. You don't care about Atlantis anymore. You're done with it.
Exactly.
You're just out there enjoying
Makes you
life.
feel better when you have a nice outdoor area. You feel better when you're outside. It's just that simple. All right, you want to go to break?
No.
Okay. You got something to say? You good?
Gonna do the show.
I'm good. I want to know. Put it on our out about the controversy over STL Monkey Watch. I had another. Rock believes it was a false flag. I like false flags because false flags are conspiracy theories unto themselves, generally speaking. So this report came out that there were many monkeys. Turns out
what you're doing
turns
in St.
out
Louis, I don't trust
turns
it.
out not not to be
I don't like what
the
you're
case.
Doing. I don't like what you're doing.
Well, you never do. And it was all over the place,
Now what
national news, and I solved it. It wasn't, I did save
did.
I did
Interesting
save
that
the
you
news
solved it.
cycle. Because I was in contact with someone who knew what happened, and it was one monkey that was a pet for some guy. It got out for a day. They got it back. The sighting stopped, but apparently on Channel 5, I watched Channel 5 News, and they said authorities say that one monkey was seen by a police officer. Now they can't identify if that really happened, and it all comes down to a guy with a pet. The monkey got out. The monkey got out.
Yeah.
And then he got the monkey back, and all the sighting stopped.
Stop. STL Monkey Watch.
Congratulations, Jim. Quite
I
a
like
little,
this kind of rock where
quite
he's
the little
just so
prank you've
subtle
pulled.
I know,
and
but
just
Quite
chirpy.
the little prank you pulled,
Like,
sir.
He just sits
I'm
back
impressed.
and just tells you what it is.
I had no knowledge of, except I just was worried about the community. But I didn't report this. This was reported everywhere.
Oh,
Nicely played,
And-
Mr. Hayes.
And
Nicely
people
played.
embraced it.
oh, they did.
First time your propaganda wars have ever successfully
Oh,
caught an
man.
entire city like this.
Not the city. It was a national news story.
Oh,
All over social media,
Would you say you're
around the globe.
Would you say
and
you're
you solved it.
Would you say you're proud of yourself?
You should be.
Listen, I would be proud of
You
myself.
probably saved a child.
I would be proud of myself if I saved a person, which I may have.
a child.
I just
a
wanted people to be
child.
aware that monkeys can be dangerous. Not a chimpanzee. Those things are very. This was a small, single pet monkey that meant no one any harm, and the sightings took off on social media.
Years ago, we
Well
were
played.
taught. Huh?
Well played, Jim. Good job.
You did good. That was hilarious.
No, but he thinks I started.
And then to loop in a fake police officer who reported the news. I mean, it's just. Well done, Jim Hayes.
Whoever
What
said
a
it?
job.
Wait,
God bless it. You did it. You
you're
pulled it off.
mocking. You're
You
mocking
fooled-
local
you
news
fooled-
agencies.
You fooled the local and the national news. Good job, Jim. I'm impressed.
No, what I did was I did their job for them and did some investigation and found out what it
You
was,
did your
and
job
that
for it, then you invented
and
the story.
and that it was over,
It's
and
over.
it was over.
It's over. You're just
Well, people-
reporting.
But
I'm
it's
trying
like
to-
the
I'm
lost
try-
city of Atlantis.
I'm
People
trying
want to happen there,
Yeah,
I'm
and I gave him the
trying
answer.
to tell him that I'm impressed by him, and he won't take the compliment.
I don't think you are. I don't
You're
think
missing
you
the
are.
point. He
I've
thinks
never-
I started the
I've
rumor.
never met a terrorist before in my life, and now I have. And that
You never
feels-
know.
that
You
feels
might have.
interesting. You're right.
He
That's a good
says
point.
I
I met
started.
another terrorist.
You might have been a murderer. Too.
Kim, you don't know. He thinks
I'm not
I
gonna put that
started
on
this
Kat. I'm
rumor.
not going to put that on Kat.
He thinks I started the reports.
Did he start the report? Did he put fuel
Listen,
on this fire?
listen,
Is that why you're chirping him?
I have yet to finally find out the spy network of propagandists that Jim Hayes has littered around St. Louis. Joe, you're right in the shot. I mean, right in the effing shot. But I mean, I'm gonna suss out the spy ring that Jimmy the Communist Hayes has started.
Wow.
Jimmy the Communist. I thought I was an arch conservative. What are we dealing with?
Oh, good conversation.
Jimmy the
today.
National Socialist Hayes.
Good conversation today. That was a good conversation. We all got along. Nothing didn't get too wild. Nice
The
conversation.
chat would certainly disagree.
Oh, who? They didn't like
They
it?
were not happy at all.
Oh, well, should
They're
we?
not happy ever, though.
They were at no point happy.
Where were they chirping? Because we weren't talking what Cardinals?
No, they were just tripping everything I was saying. It's fine.
Oh, what you were saying?
I'm-
Yeah, but they're engaged.
I'm okay.
They're engaged.
I'm okay with that.
All right, Rock. All right, guys. Hey, enjoy the weekend. Love all you guys. Happy birthday, Kate. I'm going to see you in a little bit. We will see you guys Monday. Hot Take Central 2.0.
What are the
So where you
keys to a great night out? Great food and drinks, great prizes, and great friends. Join us Thursday, January 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Key STL Burger